Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. We're going to be taking a look at a bunch of charts here, and I'm going to be giving my analysis and my thought process, and you're going to walk away from this video with some newfound knowledge on technical analysis, as well as hopefully some profitable trade ideas as well on these individual names. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, give us a visit on the homepage of the website and get to know us a little bit better. If you like our free videos and analysis that we give to you on a daily basis, it's nothing in comparison to the membership that you get once you sign up at thetradinganalyst.com with your free 7-day trial. That's right, it's free to sign up for the first 7 days, and once you do so, you're going to get instant access to the profitable trade alerts that our current members are getting on a daily basis. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to have you as a new member. Alright, so we're going to take a look at some charts here. I'm going to start off with Priceline, and Priceline, you can see, has broken out of this little pattern here. And before we show you exactly what we think, I'm going to show you previous time where it had a very similar pattern in the very recent past. So you can see this trading sideways for a while. You can see we made a high here, lower high, but notice how it held these lows. All right, the lows didn't make lower lows. We just kind of stayed flat here, but ended up making lower highs here. This is a very nice little flag pattern, whatever you want to call it. And we made a very similar pattern right here. We called for this breakout before it happened, all right? Back here in June, we were calling for this breakout. It's exactly what happened. So now what to expect? Well, I think that Priceline is still in the middle of a move, and I do think it's going to be heading higher sooner than it's going to be headed lower. If we do head lower, we've got nice support down here at about 1900, so just be aware of that. Next one we're going to take a look at is Apple. And Apple, another one that we called for the breakout on. You can see that we were trading sideways for a while. Again, with a little downtrend here, we broke over the downtrend. This is where we really started to get going. You can see we broke over the 20-day moving average. And then here we're just confirming this nice breakout. I believe that, like Priceline, Apple is in the middle of this breakout, and I think a nice target in the short term will be these lows right here. You can see it acted as support several times right there. That's around 152.56. So that's the near-term target, and then we've got resistance up here, these previous all-time highs, right around 156. On the underside, we've got nice support down around 145, 146. The 10-period and the 20-period simple moving average are down here. Definitely think that if we do somehow head down to these levels, 146, 145, that's going to get a really nice bounce. Next one we're going to take a look at is Amazon. And Amazon just trading in a really sideways range right here. You can see that. We've got resistance up here at about, what is that price level? Around 1014. Is going to be that level up here that is resistance, and then we've got support, nice support down here around 951. You can see how many times it's gotten a bounce on that level. As far as the near-term action, to me this looks like a little flag here. We broke up, and then we're just kind of trading sideways. I would be looking for, and you can see that we have lower buying tails on all of these days, all right, especially Friday's action, which is right here. I do think that out of this range is going to come a move up into testing that upper resistance level that I mentioned earlier. Next, we're going to take a look at Google. Google, nice move from this support. You can see it was the gap support, gap low right there. We bounced from it right here. And this is one that we traded very nicely at the Trading Analyst, myself and the members, for a nice profit. We had a 400% win on some options here, so that was a nice win. So that level down here is still support, 920, 921, but then we're coming up to some resistance up here. You can see it was the previous highs of these candles all these days right here. Couldn't quite break over that, and that level is around 982, 983, and then above that we've got these previous all-time highs just over $1,000. So 1,010 is going to be that resistance up here that you want to look for if we end up clearing that 982.83. The next one we're going to take a look at is Netflix, and Netflix broke these highs right here. You can see it was resistance for a couple of days. You can see it was resistance for a couple of days here. So now this level is going to be a nice tradable support level in the short term. I do think that if we head down to 158, 159, that level will get a bounce based off of this very simple, easy to support to see. So if we head lower here, you can expect a bounce, and I think we are going to test these all-time highs most likely. Again, that's right around 167. You can see it got rejected at there for about a week straight. So definitely a level that you want to be paying attention to on Netflix. The next one we're going to take a look at is Tesla. And Tesla, we've got some pretty decent support where we bounced at early last week. This is another one that we traded for a really nice gain. It was about 130% on some calls that we traded on this breakout. And now that breakout level right here is going to be a level of support. So that level of support is right around 316, 317 based off of these previous highs. So that's a near-term level that you want to be focusing on for support for Tesla. And then again, if we do break that mini support, we've got a lot bigger support around 304, which is where we bounced at previously. So pay attention to those main levels on Tesla. Next one we're going to take a look at is Twitter. And Twitter, we're at a huge level on Twitter. You can see that for the last almost year, about 10 months, we've gotten rejected at right around $20. Right around $20. And here we are again. But right here, we made that highest high we've made. We broke that high, broke these highs, and we actually had the highest close that we've had since in the last almost year. So definitely looks promising, but you can see we had a little bit of a topping tail on Friday, but that doesn't mean we can't break over it. So if we break Friday's highs, I think that we're going to get a nice breakout on Twitter. This is the breakout point. If we break over $20, we're going to head back up, fill this gap at about $25. Excuse me. So $25 is going to be that near-term target if we sustain over $20. Next, we're going to take a look at GoPro, and GoPro has a couple of things going on here. We had a little bit of a false breakdown. What I mean by that is we had this nice support. You can just see it was trading sideways against this support for a while. We broke that support right here, and then you can see we kind of broke back over it, traded sideways. Now we are definitely back over this level. I think that we can see a nice upside move on GoPro from here. Earnings are coming up in about 10 days, so just be aware of that. But as far as the chart here is concerned, up until that earnings point, I do think that it's more likely that it's going to head higher than lower. Broke over this downtrend line, broke back over this level, making it a false breakdown, which, if you don't know, false breakdowns lead to swift moves in the opposite direction. So thank you for stopping by and watching the video, everyone. Really appreciate it, and hopefully you learned something from this video and you can take some profitable trade ideas with you in your own trading. Again, if you like these videos that we do for you on a daily basis, it's nothing compared to the membership you get once you sign up with your free 7-day trial. And once you sign up with that free trial, you're going to gain instant access to the profitable trade alerts like the ones I mentioned on Google and Tesla, 400% wins and 120% wins on that Tesla and Google respectively. So once you sign up, you're going to get instant access to those profitable trade alerts. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to help you with your trading.